Guardian. Ready? Brace yourself for the title of the article. The racist business model. You're probably asking, okay, how racist? Shut up. The racist business model behind Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft. What? Okay, so if you don't know what proposition, so this is an article covering Proposition 22, which is rolling back regulations on independent contractors. Now, this will probably here. I haven't actually, fully read through the entire thing, but this could affect me. If Proposition 22 does not pass, because according to in the eyes of YouTube, I am an independent contractor. So if I make a YouTube video after this, it could technically be considered breaking the law. Now, I haven't read it, so there may be an exception made for YouTubers and people like that, but it does seem kind of odd. Odd. Why you'd want to ban independent contractors. Whatever. Let's get on with the article. Uber and Lyft wants you to know that they aren't racist. That's why Uber put up billions all over the West Coast, saying if you tolerate racism, delete Uber. It's why Lyft is running ads featuring Maya Angelou's "Lift Up Your Eyes" poem over clips of black passengers enjoying their service. It's all to say we get it. We're woke. We think Black Lives Matter. Just like you, we do. We're with you in the struggle. Okay, Uber and Lyft want you Uber and Lyft, you want to a seat at the anti-racism table. Let's talk about race. Okay, so that was from the Guardian. Interview. What the hell? What was that? It just kind of seems like some rambling YouTuber who does like political subjects and drama and something like that. Well, anyways, let's continue. These powerful companies are already in a strong position to discuss it. In fact, they have one of the most diverse workforces in the USA. U.S. Santa Cruz study found that their hometown of San Francisco, 78% of app-based drivers are people of color, and 56% are immigrants. Yes, but they're so racist. They're continually being racist. Let's continue. Wow, that's great that Uber and Lyft are providing so many job opportunities to people of color. But wait, that was only the first line in the survey. What? So, yeah, look at all these stats that prove they're not racist, at all. But that was only the first line. Let's go read the other lines, or let's go continue to read the Guardian article. According to the same UC Santa Cruz survey, 71% of the app-based workers work as much as 30 hours a week. Let's say they work 5. Actually, you know what? Let's do it with 5-day weeks and 7-day weeks. I mean, I guess you could do 1 week weeks, or 1 day weeks, but whatever. So 7 days, that means they work 5 hours per day. 5 days would mean they work 7 hours a day. Now, let's see. So let's say a 9 to 5 job is a typical job, right? So, A 9 to 5 job takes around 8 hours. So tell me how this is bad. They get to work if they were on a 5-day week, which is unlikely, they get to work 7 hours per day, which is 1 hour less than, well, the 9 to 5 standard job, right? So, how racist are they again? Also, but whatever. And more than half work over 40 hours, despite this as much as 20% may earn $0 after express, and 15% are forced to rely on public assistance to get by. $0. The last workforce that was predominantly people of color that worked hard for $0 was, well, let's just say it wasn't a great moment in our nation's history. You can just say slaves. You don't need to censor yourself like you're a YouTuber. I mean, you're a massive publication, or does your editor or your chief editor does not want you to say the word slaves because it makes you think of the Democrats. But also, according to the same UC Santa Cruz survey, 71% of these workers work as much as 30 hours a week, and I'm just rereading. But more than half work over 40 hours, despite this as much as 20% earn $0 after expenses. After expenses, as in they earn money and then they spend it. Which, let's see. What is that? Getting money and then spending it on something to improve your life in some way. It's almost like, oh my god, they spent the money they earned from Uber and Lyft. Oh my god. But they say $0. Oh my god, that's shocking. But if you reread it, it says after expenses. Yes, after expenses. So, let's continue. So we can call Uber and Lyft's workforce diverse, yes, but can we call it just? No, here's why. Well, so, if it's so not just, why do millions of people do it? Yes. Despite the anti-racist billboards in Maya Angelou poems, these wealthy companies built an entire business model on gaslighting people of color for and exploiting them for cheap labor. Well, yeah, that's kind of every single company. I mean, companies aren't focused on making people feel good. That's the job of a charity. Companies are focused on making money, efficiency. Ugh, whatever. When Uber and Lyft first started, they told drivers, and often still do, that they would make up to 100,000 a year if they drove full time. But as the industry became more competitive, Uber and Lyft began to demand as much as 20% off each ride, all while drivers were paying their fleets to compete. They started recruiting low-income, often immigrant drivers as false promises as the American dream. Okay, so immigrants. Let's just take immigrants. They tend to be poorer because immigration, settling, things like that. So, what would they do? Well, I don't really have any. I'm not this big CEO. Otherwise, well, I would get hired, or let's just actually just exclude all CEOs. Right? I'm not a big CEO, and this tends to be most immigrants. So what am I gonna go do? Okay, I could farm in the fields. Okay. Um yeah, no. I could work in a factory. Well, at least it's kind of better than farm in a field. Oh, I could drive Uber and Lyft. Well, I need a car for that. Oh, you can rent cars in this country. Oh, that's nice. Oh, cha-ching. Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh, Drew. Oh, thank you for your service. Oh, how may I help you? Oh, thank you for your $30 driving to LAX. Oh, and now I can rent another car. Oh my god. Oh my. It's almost like immigrants are drawn to these jobs because you don't need experience. But whatever. Hmm. Oh god. For example, even if you didn't, for example, even if you didn't have a car or credit score, Uber would set you up with a car lease. Oh wow! So I can join Uber and get a car for free. All I have to do is just take care of it. Oh wow, that sounds nice. I think I should do that. Oh, all you had to do was commit to making 150 to 200 rides per week for the company. Can't do it? No worries. Uber knows there are plenty of others for them to target, but you still have to pay the car lease Uber assigned for you. All too often, these apps are feeding on the false promise of a stable living. Okay, but let's say you work in a 35, yeah, 30, you work a 35-hour work week, right? So, what do? Let's say, so for you to meet 150, you would have, this is per day of a 7-hour work week. You'd have to pick up around, 5 customers per hour. Okay, well, that may seem a little bit harsh. Let me go check my math. My math is wrong, excuse me. So to stay with partner, you'd have to pick up 21 people in a single day out of a 7-day work week. 21 people. Oh my god, that's it. That's insane. I mean, it's more than one digit. Oh my god. But whatever. So, as we can all see, these are not really valid concerns or valid complaints. Well, yeah, these companies are kind of predatory. They're not racist, as you claim. California tech companies like Uber and Lyft are or have innovated or forcibly mutated the traditional model of employment in more exploitive but flexible um, employer. Uber says you can work whenever you want for how long you want, but Uber won't pay for your car expenses and they won't give you benefits. Essentially, you are just paying for self-employed, but with a tech giant skimming 20% off everything you make. No, no, it's kind of like people ordering a car service, them getting the car service, them paying uh them paying $10, them getting $2 of it, and you sticking with $8. But you don't have to code an entire thing, and what you do is drive people around for $8. If you get $10 per ride. So yeah, it's not actually like that. You put it like that. Overly harsh. Oh god, Jesus. And then well then they argue that they then argue that the lack of healthcare is the bad pay, the fact that 59% of app-based food delivers could not save enough to handle 4,400 emergency expenses according to the U.S. Santa Cruz. So it led to the perfect storm when the virus I can't talk about hit. A follow-up is that the study found more than 37% of those surveys lost 100% of their pay, as Uber and Lyft were the only source of income, and there was no way for many drivers to collect unemployment when the shutdown started, as they weren't technically employees, thanks to Uber and Lyft. Oh, well, let me think. So, let me think. Restrictions caused Uber and Lyft employees to lose their payment methods, right? No on Proposition 22 wants it to be illegal for independent contractors to work. So, since shutdowns hurt people like that, and you shouldn't do that, support or don't support Proposition 22 because it will not do the exact opposite of what you're preaching for. Oh my god. How Thankfully, we have the opportunity to change this racist exploitation model for good, and it starts with Uber and Lyft's home state of California. California voters can redefine app-based employees this November and help countless POC-based employees this November. And drivers get pay and the benefits earned by voting no on Proposition 20. Oh, no. Oh, my Jesus. My God. Yeah, I just said, vote no on Proposition 22 because it definitely doesn't do the exact opposite of people. And what do they say right after? Vote no on Proposition 22. Okay, here, I'm gonna go pull up the No on Proposition 22 website. Okay, I pulled it up, right? Right here, let's, Admiral, no, get out of here. Okay, let's see. So, some of their categories include unfair special exemptions, exploiting workers for profits, breaking the law for years. Right? Okay. Well, that doesn't really help me. Oh, let's see. Oh, about Proposition 22. Oh, and what's this? Decoding Proposition 22. Who's behind 22? Impact on drivers. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you for making this easy. Oh, Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash wrote Proposition 22 to have clear winners and losers. Drivers won't be getting the upper hand. See how Proposition 22 will weaken the benefit protections drivers are entitled under the law. Wages, current law. A clear minimum wage guaranteed. Oh god. Then they just continue with this by Uber and Lyft properties aren't the priorities of working people, or of people of color, or of immigrants, or of any decent human who believes in equal pay for equal work. Don't let them gaslight. Equal pay for equal work? What? Okay, first of all, I don't. Okay, I kind of believe in that, but I don't like the expression because, well, what's equal pay? I mean, you could argue hard labor's worth $3 an hour, or it's worth $1 million an hour. I mean, there is no definition of equal pay. So, yeah. But happy Halloween. That's the end of the Guardian article that I spent 20 minutes on. End of video. Bye.